over the last 24 hours, I've been hearing in my chat as well as seeing in Discord that apparently on Reddit and Twitter, people are getting upset about Killer Klowns using Illfonic's preference queue lobby. So we're going to talk about what's going on with it. Doesn't matter to you at all. But before we do that, welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. And if you're new to the channel, I am Oldhead Gaming. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest horror ASIM news, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty of what's going on. So Teravision Games is an offshoot of Illfonic. A lot of the original group that built Friday the 13th started their own company, and which is why Illfonic was chosen when Good Shepherd had whatever problems they did to come in and pick up right where they left off, because it's a company they know very well. It's a company they know how to work with, and they pretty much write code the same way because they're just an offshoot. So of course it made a lot of sense when they were building Killer Klowns, the, in my opinion, spiritual successor to Friday the 13th, to just implement what they know best, and that is the preference lobby queue. So basically, if you didn't play Friday the 13th, I'm going to show you what it looks like from Illfonic's Ghostbusters. We're going to hop over here right now. Now, the system is going to work very much like this. So if you're not familiar with it, I want to show you what it looks like. We're on Ghostbusters, a game I play a lot. I've done a lot of coverage for, I've worked with Illfonic on. Here's the find a job. Now, this is basically setting up my matchmaking. I can kind of go do what I want. This is my 1v5. We're going out. We can do private matches. And the thing is, I assume this is probably gonna be the same with Killer Klowns. Private matches give full XP, so there's really no reason not to if you want to play with a bunch of people. But otherwise, here's your private match. And now here I have it set for no preference. I could change it that I want to be a Ghostbuster. I could change it that I want to be a ghost. And then I can log into the match. Now, this scene is preferred team. It doesn't necessarily get it, but like I'm going to queue in as a ghost and we'll see where we end up. I ready up the match. I say I want to be a ghost, and then it increases my probability of being a ghost. It doesn't 100% guarantee me, and this is the same thing we're going to see when we log into a match in Killer Klowns. Now, matchmaking usually will say estimated time Ghostbusters. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look when you log in Killer Klowns, but it allows you to choose your side. Now, the thing that's going to be a little bit different is when you're queuing with friends. So say, for example, you're queued up with 5 friends and you're all queued as humans. You're going to get humans. If you're queued up with 3 friends, you're all queued up as, you know, clowns, you're gonna get clowns. Because they said if you're queued up with multiple people, it all but guarantees you're going to get that side. They're not gonna break people apart and have you queued up with your best friend to go play humans, and then one of you ends up a clown and one of the humans. It's not gonna be that way because they can backfill with bots. So say, for example, there's 2 of you, you're queued up as Killer Klowns, they don't find someone, and then voila, you end up going in with, say, a bot, maybe against 7 humans. Now, as you see, I was queued up for Ghost. I actually am backfilling a match. They brought me in as a Ghostbuster. So as you saw there, I actually queued up for Ghost. That was my choice, but I was backfilled into a match for Survivor. I was playing a Ghostbuster in that case, and I didn't get what I chose, even though that was what I opted into. Now, here's the thing, and this is going to be what you're going to see very similarly with Killer Klowns from Outer Space. When you queue up, you're going to say, I want to be a clown, or I want to be a human, or I have no preference, which basically means they'll just stick you wherever the hell they need to put you in to fill out a group. And that is kind of how Illfonic has done pretty much every game they've ever made that is an ASIM, except Predator Hunting Grounds. Predator Hunting Grounds, you chose which one, but then if someone dropped, you were hard locked versus a bot that came in and no one backfilled. So it wasn't that like it was in my case where I backfilled into that match of Ghostbusters as a missing Ghostbuster, whether I was replacing a bot or I was replacing someone who just left mid-match. Now, the thing that's going to be a little bit of a caveat that's a little bit different is, unlike Ghostbusters and Friday the 13th, Killer Klowns has 3 clowns or 3 killers for this game. So there's a much higher chance of you getting the preference you actually chose for. And also, if you queue up with your friends, you should stay with them. That's what they said at Gamescom last year. So like, for example, if 3 of you are to group together and you queue up as clowns, you're more likely than not to get Killer Klowns together. But for example, you could every once in a while be shuffled over as playing humans together. So just be aware when you're buying Killer Klowns or you're going in to play Killer Klowns, you're going to end up playing both sides. It's just going to happen. And these games like Dead by Daylight, Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw, where you can hard lock into one or another, is not what you're going to get with Killer Klowns. And that is all of a sudden what's going on. People on Reddit, people on Twitter are finally understanding how the preference queue system works and are not happy about it because they only want to play one side or the other. I only want to be a killer clown, or I only want to be a human. And that's just not what they do in this game. And that's not how Illfonic and, of course, the offshoot that's running this game, Teravision, has ever done it. Like, this is kind of their jam. And now there's a lot of people saying they won't buy the game because of it, or they're canceling their pre-order because of it. And will Teravision/Illfonic change it? I don't know. Not really sure. I do know that they're going to probably have lobbies that you can just play in private like you do at every other Illfonic game. And here's the thing about privates in Illfonic. So say you're playing with your friends and there's 3 of you who want to be clowns and there's 7 of you who want to be humans. Private matches tend to pay out the exact same XP and same experience and same grind points that you would get, whatever it's going to turn out to be called in this game, that you would get if you were playing a live public match. That is another thing Illfonic has always kind of done. So I don't think it's a big deal. I personally have never had a problem with it. I played Friday for over 1,000 hours. I've played Ghostbusters for over 400 hours now. I don't have a problem with it. Like, for me, that's okay. But if this is something that's a big deal for you, make sure you express your opinion. So maybe we see a change at some point from Teravision/Illfonic. But if not, at least you're aware what you're coming into globally when the game goes live on June 4th. Now, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me what you think. I am running a poll on my community page. If you want to vote, I want to see how it is. I'm not going to include the results in here because it's only been running a couple of hours and I don't know if it's really indicative of my community yet or not. So if you want to have your voice heard, put it in. Talk on Twitter, talk on Reddit, talk wherever you. I'm not going to Reddit because I hate that fucking place. But I want to hear your thoughts as always in the comments below. Let me know what you think about everything we're talking about. Or just want to talk about Killer Klowns. I'm cool with that too. As always, thank you for watching and later, mates.